Hi, I'm Esther and welcome today to Super Milk Mama. And today we are making a gluten-free, sprouted, organic apple cake. I'm making this sugar-free and gluten-free for my daughter's birthday. So here we go. We are using organic sprouted whole grain brown rice flour. I love using this because it has 11 grams of protein and 7 grams of fiber. It is a very nutrient dense flour. So we are going to be using 2 cups of organic sprouted brown rice flour. I'm not really picky on my measuring. I just kind of measure it in the bag and pour it. 2 cups organic sprouted brown rice flour. If you go to organicsproutedflour.net, you can find a variety of other kinds of flours. We are going to use 1 cup of xylitol as our sweetener. Xylitol is one of the sweeteners that Donna Gates says is safe to use, so I use it for my sugar-free baking, or stevia too. We're going to use both today. And then 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Our recipe today is gluten-free and dairy-free. But we are going to add in eggs today. And then 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm going to hunt for it here. I'm going to get that out in time. Let's see. There it is. Okay, so 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Bear with me today, this is a new recipe. So, half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. We are both learning as we go. And half a teaspoon of salt. This is organic cinnamon. I don't like using the unorganic spices because they're irradiated unless they specify they're not irradiated. So that's just kind of scary. I'd rather not use it. And I'm using Himalayan salt, which I love. It's my favorite, full of minerals. And we're going to use half a teaspoon of that. So pretty and pink. It's a crystal. It's beautiful. Nice salt. And then we will give that a stir. You can always use freshly grated cinnamon, which I love to do. And because I use it all the time, I'm out of cinnamon sticks. So putting freshly grated cinnamon is such a nice touch. So make a hole in the middle, and we will add our wet ingredients in the hole. We will add in 2 free-range organic eggs. I got these from the farmer's market. They don't need to be in the refrigerator because they are fresh from the chickens. And they have a special coating on them, so they don't need to be in the fridge, and they'll last a really long time. So I don't have to worry about any salmonella with these eggs. I can taste the batter and not have to worry about that. Half a cup of water. And I got my inspiration for this recipe from the Sprouted Flour blog. They have a wonderful sprouted zucchini carob cake, which I usually make it chocolate and just tweak the recipe a bit, but that's a really good recipe, so I recommend that for more other sprouted recipes. And then 2 tablespoons of vanilla flavor. And the reason I'm using vanilla flavor is because we're on Bodycology and we're not having any alcohol. That feeds yeast, and then this is gluten-free. So 2 tablespoons. And give that a mix. Oh, before I forget, vanilla cream, sweet leaf liquid stevia. It is so good. I'm almost out. I can't believe how fast we went through this. But I'm gonna give it 2 squirts, and this is so good. I'm gonna make a cranberry lemonade with that. It's delicious. So let's mix this up. Always taste your batter. See how you like the flavor. And then we're gonna add in the folded apple at the end. You can add butter if you like instead of the coconut oil. About 6 tablespoons of melted butter. It's up to you. I already have eggs, and I just want to make this cake as easily digestible as possible. So I try not to add too much of protein and grains together. Okay, I'm going to taste this batter. That is so good. This is going to be a nice cake. Now I'm going to grate apple. So I like to use Fuji apple, but I didn't find any organic Fuji apples today, so I'm using a Honeycrisp apple, which is actually kind of nice because the batter's kind of sweet. This is going to be a little more tart. So 1 whole apple grated on the large holes. And the reason I like to use either vegetables or fresh fruit with my sprouted flours is because they're very dense. So you've got to add a little bit of moisture to the flour to make it more soft and lighter. So I'll make a zucchini chocolate cake or carrot cake or apple cake or muffins. And this really moistens up the cakes. I just love baking and making cakes. This is so much fun. And if you wonder what is a full-time mom doing, having the time to make cakes, my son Jojo is napping and my daughter Evie is having daddy-daughter time, so that's why I'm doing this and teaching you. This is my alone time. I think all moms need alone time just to regroup and get grounded. You all know how busy it is. And if you haven't had any mommy time to yourself, request it. It's worth it. Okay, so now let's just fold it in And that looks really good. And a tip is to get a little muffin liner like this for every time you bake something new. Like I'm always baking a new recipe, and put a little bit in so that way I can taste it and I don't have to break into the cake. So I'll do like 1 or 2 of these, and that way I know if I can. I'm going to make several layers of this cake. The other ones I'm going to make with Rapadura by Rapunzel, and that's unrefined, unbleached cane juice. And for my daughter Evie, I am making the completely zero glycemic cake for her. So we'll put this into a cake pan. I think this is a 10-inch square, and line it with parchment paper. If you're going to take the cake out, it makes it a lot easier. And that way all you have to do is put coconut oil on these 2 sides. And I'm going to make 5 cakes. So I'm going to make her a castle cake, and her sugar-free cake will be the top part of the cake. So we will use coconut oil here and line it. And I think I'm realizing it now, I forgot to add the coconut oil. So thank God. So we need 1/2 cup of coconut oil. Oof. I think I saw that. All right, so I don't remember adding it in. All right, so let's use the whisk again. I didn't write it down on my recipe. Like I said, I just made this recipe up now. So let's give that a mix. And I have a chocolate zucchini sprouted vegan cake coming out of the oven right now. We'll see how that one tastes. And that one is sweetened with agave, and I'll post that one on my blog at supermilkmama.com. It's my mom's birthday and my daughter's Evie's birthday. They're both born on the same day. What a coincidence. My mom, who is amazing with her affirmations, wished for her granddaughter to be born on her birthday, and it seems like she manifested that. Can you believe it? So affirmations are powerful. I do them every day, every morning. My daughter does them. I do them for my kids. My husband does them. That was a really great gift my mom taught me when I was little. It's the power of affirmations. So it's really good. Looks a lot more moist now. Okay, so we will pour that in. Bake it at 325 for 35 to 40 minutes, or until completely cooked through with a toothpick. And it's a little thick, so you have to spread it. And you can do any flavor you want. If you want to use blueberries or chopped strawberries or zucchini, you can do whatever flavor you like, or carrot. But just use the recipe as a base. And then make your own twist to it.